Hello guys, good morning. Hello. Ayan, Genshin Impact tayo. Hello. Share mo natin stream natin. Ayan. Na-share ko na. Ayan. Okay. Tayo mag-Genshin. Pala.
Do we have anyone doing maintenance on this, statue?
Relax.
Do we have anyone doing maintenance
Marami
on
pa
this,
habulin ngayon.
statue?
Okay, Siege Mini South. Purina is out as well. Gaming meron. So, Silver Shower Heartstring. Okay, Splendor, syempre. Wala tayong mga pambili ah. Anyway, tingnan muna natin to. Ano bang bigay nito? Oh, HP. Character in-game remedy effect. Possess 1-3 remedy stacks. HP will increase by 12. Wow. One stack may be gained when the following conditions are met. One stack for 25 seconds using elemental skill. One stack for 25 seconds when the value of Bond of Life value increases. One stack for 20 seconds for performing healing. Oh, ganda naman ng bow na to. In addition, when 3 stacks are active, elemental burst crit rate will be increased by 28%. This effect will be cancelled 4 seconds after falling under 3 stacks. Grabe naman. Maganda pa rin, 28% yan, no? Pero kung HP-based weapon to, I think Yelan can also benefit from this. Pwede gamitin ng Yelan. Pwedeng gamitin ng Yelan. Yelan. Sige nga, try natin Porina. Ako, bibigyan ako eh. Ezzy, good morning. Thank you for being here, man. Kape. Kala ko bibigyan ako ng Porina eh.
There's no need to exchange pleasantries.
Di ba pala ako, love ulit ni Hoyo. Kakabalik ko lang. So, Epitomized Path, Splendor na lang. Para tigilan na
It's
ako.
rather pathetic to force a
17 days kaya.
conversation
Marami tayong gagawin.
just to...
Na-read this chapter. Maraming quest niya. Overloaded, away. So, tama yung binigay nila na libre. Sige, lagyan natin yun. Wag na zongli, may shielder na eh. Nag-pull ka ba, Ezzy? Nag-pull ka? Nag-pull ka kay ano? Nag-pull kay Sichuin? So yung mga nag-pull sa inyo sa Sichuin or nag-pass kayong lahat?
Well, if it isn't my dear partners.
Nag-pull kayo Sichuin, hindi. Feeling ko hindi kayo nag-pull ng Sichuin eh.
That voice! It's Navia!
I didn't expect to run into you guys here today. Are you headed somewhere?
How about you, Navia? Are you still busy rebuilding Poisson?
We've wrapped up most of the rebuilding, but there are still a few
Feeling ko ang daming nag-skip sa
stocking up on
Sichuin.
materials,
Unless,
confirming
collector
construction
Pasa
timelines,
healer, sabi niya.
discussing well, our financial
Baka dumiretso na
situation
kayo
right
ng
now
ano yun,
isn't the
dumiretso na kayo
best.
ng
So all we've been doing is
Pyro
signing though just pieces of
Well,
paper
hindi ko naman
now.
kayo masisisi,
They
no,
demonstrate
kung didiretso na kayo ng Pyro
Spoken like a
Archon
true
kasi
president. You're a really
Um,
responsible leader. That must be taking up most of your time, though, right?
Oh, you bet.
Not Lance, just
Between
around
that
the corner.
and also before I came over
By
this time,
August,
I
meron
took
na
a
tayo
page from
natulog.
Malus, and then, since Malus, but after running a few errands in the
ingat,
city,
Ezzy.
I'm
Love you.
kind of struggling to
pagpasok
even
tayo.
read.
That does sound like you,
Mag-ano lang tayo
alright?
ng ano
So,
natin
what
dito
kind
sa
of
White.
shorthand did you use?
Uy, kung di ka pa
Wanna take a look?
subscribe ka na.
Let Paimon see.
Baka dito na ako mag-live lagi.
Wait, this looks like a piece of kelp wrapped around a stick?
Mas okay dito, pre.
Okay,
Nakikita ko yung mga
Paimon
chat
can
ninyo agad.
definitely see how you
Thank you for your advice. I thought that is long.
Well, now you know for...
Anyway, worst comes to worst.
So you're going to head...
Yep, that's. You said you don't have.
It's a bit sudden.
Then let's go.
Oh, you mean...
Oh, sorry. I meant our. All right, follow me.
Namiss ko si Navia. In fairness, namiss ko naman sila.
The engineer is still doing a few routine safety checks.
So, Paimon has always wanted to ask. The 3 Aquabus lines are all...
Yeah, that's right. Callus and Navia are self-explanatory, while Clementine was the name that my mother.
If you provided the Spina di Rosula built all the lines, yet you still have...
Well, you are right that it is a bit strange, though. If you've.
Yeah, that's what Paimon's...
Well, it is what it. But that would only be the case if he. From what I've heard, the right.
Huh.
Yeah.
Boss, the boat's ready. We can head out.
Boss.
All right.
Si boss.
Then let's head out.
Rosa Multiflora. Wait, is this a story quest for Navia?
It'll be a while before we get to.
Navia, what was your mother like as a person?
Transfer na sa YT? Yes,
Oh,
Hodge na.
Paimon,
Kailangan
sorry.
natin.
She totally forgot.
That's all right. While my papa was
Hindi na ganun
stiff like a
kasolid sa-
board, my mother was supposedly super
sa
cheerful and funny. Their compliment.
Facebook?
My father would.
Sounds like they were
So,
not just a
I'd
well-matched
rather
couple,
gain
but...
traction
Yeah.
here then.
But
Tsaka
those are
dito,
just
kita ko
stories and
kagad sa
anecdotes after all.
Streamlabs yung mga chat ninyo,
It's
ano,
hard for me to
what's the
piece
place,
together a
so
more
paano
complete or
narinig
intimate
natin yun?
picture of her. But sometimes,
Diba?
Silver once said that so I will. Over the past few weeks, I've also begun to appreciate how water
Kamusta
can
naman, Nudge
take
Net?
in
Uy,
and
pupunta
hold
tayo
our
kay
most
DDX.
intense
Sabihan niyo,
feelings and
pupunta kayo,
memories.
ah.
As well as I've lost many beloved people and memories to the sea. The fact
Baka may
won't change
kakilala
that
kayo
they
na ano, Nudge Net,
existed
na
in my life
ano,
and gave me
university
the
student
reason and
na
motivation
gustong
to move
mag-participate
forward.
sa competitive Genshin.
Always.
Yun kasi
But
pinapriority
I
namin
tell
yun, mga
myself that I need to
estudyante.
keep looking
But I
towards the
would like to
future.
invite you guys
Everyone,
kasi
even
maraming
my
mangyayari
parents,
sa
have
PDDX
already
that's
overcome so
voiceovers
many
related.
obstacles. Besides, I'm the president of Spina Di...
Ah, talaga ba? Audio ng sound. Yung game
We've
sound.
reached the shore. Let's go. I'll show you the new poisson.
Ayan, okay na. Okay na, papi. Hindi kasi ako makapaglaano eh. Makapaglakas din
Navia,
ng boses eh.
do you think she's doing alright?
Hello?
Okay. Paimon supposes.
Oo naman. Be a bit considerate naman. Grabe ka naman.
Following me.
Sa traveler naman eh. Ayaw naman maging considerate eh. Yung 200 oh. Sarap.
You want to use my hat as an umbrella? The audacity to...
Daming question. Oo, ang dami men. Ang dami yung kahabulin dito
So
ngayon.
happy just to see
Buti
the
na nga lang
sun
marami
again.
akong gagawin eh. Dami
How
pang content.
childish.
Totoo men, totoo. Kaya ano, at least naipon ko. Ngayon, sisipagan natin, di ba? Pag may naipon kang bagay na dapat mong gawin, sipagan mo pagbalik mo. Ganun lang naman yun. Kailangan mo ng sipagan.
Huh? Isn't that Charlotte?
Yes,
what
it
could
is.
she want with Lapine Pauline?
Pretty please, with the cherry on top, Charlotte. I read that a gang of criminals tricked the Gardamex by disguising themselves as blubber beasts. I've invested all my savings into Graph Adversary. I'm begging you like the beggiest beggar in all of Begdom.
What the fudge? Whoa.
Okay, I need you to calm down a little, Miss Lapine Pauline. I admire your passion for your research, and I don't mean to dash your hopes for those, big-ticket orders. But I'm afraid I'm not joking. The Blubber Beast incident was a...
Oh!
Nagawa
Sounds
nun.
like the report Lapine Pauline read in the...
Funnily enough, I
Speaking of
actually remember
tickets,
being in a
guys,
meeting where the editing team
anong
was
thoughts
debating
ninyo
the
sa mga
potential risk of
scalper?
misleading the
Yan.
public, but to our surprise,
Kasi parang ang
they
dating
fully
dito, sa
supported
ano,
us printing
parang
it.
dating dito
They figured
scalper.
that the false intel would be a
So kayo
great
ba,
way to
guys?
dupe potential
Ano
criminals
ba
into wearing
ang tingin
ridiculous
ninyo
costumes when
sa
breaking
mga
the law.
scalpers?
In truth,
Di
Guard,
ba
since we
bumibili
ran
ng
that
sobrang
story,
daming
the
ticket
Maison
tapos bebenta
Gardiennage has
nila
made
sa
a
mas
slew of
expensive na
arrests,
price?
including, so I knew this story had helped out law enforcement.
Lolo,
Uh-oh. So Lapine Pauline, which means we're not gonna get a big...
Traveler, Paimon, you're back! I was in the area taking some photos for a story. When I got to talking, she was hoping I could write an article to
nag-improve
spread
din yung ano ni
awareness about
Genshin
image
ah. Nabublur
recognition
na rin yung
technology.
background.
She
Kapag
even
may
paid me
ano,
for
may
the article and
usapan,
gave me one of her
nabublur yung
prototype
background.
devices
So,
before I
nag-improve.
could get a word in. I unfortunately had to dash her hopes. And I'm afraid all...
This is a new situation for us, too. It's such a pity. It seems like the...
Wait, Miss Lapine Pauline, what are you doing?
I'm gonna pick a fight with a Gardamek, head to the opera at Biclez, and get a one-way ticket to the Fortress of Meropide. That way, I won't have to repay my debts. It's the only way I can afford to keep on living.
Wait, what?
Whoa, there's no need to go that far. I mean, come on, look at you. You wouldn't even dent the Gardamex armor. In all likelihood, they'd only hold... Actually, instead of going into the technicalities of that...
200 and...
Okay, well, escaping to the Fortress of Meropide over a sum like that seems like a last resort.
Not anymore. I used to be an equipment supplier to the Fontaine Research Institute before that blew to pieces. It's not just my savings that are gone. It's my life is...
Don't despair, Miss Lapine, Pauline. I think I know this prototype you've given me. The camera lens for the rapid focal length adjustment is a very useful... So your reason... Absolutely. So keep calm.
If this is true, maybe I should...
Come on, stop daydreaming about your...
And I can probably speak to some people. There's no time to lose. I need to get to work. Early bird gets the worm.
Can you believe her? Paimon's pretty sure our advice went in...
It's understandable. When but don't you worry. I'm gonna... Her research
It's reassuring to know that you'll be looking...
Actually, it takes the right...
Thanks a lot, Shark. No bonus, no biggie. This...
You're welcome. The boundaries between... Yes, that's how I'll phrase it.
Ano, another question naman to. Natin gawin yun.
Too slow.
Dami kong quest, Diyos ko. Wait, what? Mali. Kayo ba, Oddsnib? Saan ba kayo dediretso? Natlan na kayo, no? Nag-pull ba kayo kay Murata? RJ, what's up, man? Kamusta? Good morning. RJ Makalino ng RJ Place. What's up, man? Welcome to our YouTube channel, guys. Dito na muna ako magla-live, guys. Kasi wala na nakikita kay FB at the moment. Dami niyang problema, men.
Here we are, right outside our place. Do you still
At least we
remember
can
the
grow
first
this
time we
channel
came
as
here?
well.
We even brought offerings and everything. And when we told her that
Diba
Rex's
gusto,
office
gusto mo
had
na rin
been
mag-subscribe,
assassinated,
libre lang naman
she
yung
immediately
subscription.
threatened
Wala
to-
pa naman
We
bayad.
probably don't
Iba
need
yung
to bring any
subscription dito,
offerings now that
membership
we've
tawag
gotten to
doon.
know her pretty well, right? Huh? Traveler?
Free lang yung
Something
subscribe
catch
niya.
your
Baka
eye?
pwede.
Whoa, what a pretty lady. Is she also here to visit Cloud Retainer? Yeah, you're right. Okay, but if we're both friends of Cloud helping you make...
Yan si Cloud Retainer eh. Who is it?
You two... What is this tomfoolery? Has the shift in form so clouded your eyes that you no longer recognize one anymore?
Wait, you're... Huh? You're the illuminated bird? But you look... human! How did that happen?
Oh, donning human form is scarcely any test of one's abilities. As for your confusion, one merely had no reason to indulge such inclinations before.
So,
Well, one has made...
you? Worrying about keeping a low profile? You're the one who likes to pop up out of nowhere all over the place?
Nagalit si Palmy.
Hey, didn't we agree not to bring...
Oh? So you have taken care to follow the proper rules of etiquette after all. Most commendable.
Ba't nagagalit si Paimon?
Well, this is all part...
One has
Oy,
never found oneself
Moitax.
lacking in
Si
basic
Moitax to,
comforts.
Moitax.
On the
What's up, Moitax?
contrary,
Good morning.
It is...
Nag-pull ba kayo si Chwin?
Kinda makes Paimon feel a little guilty for trying to keep...
Gabol
them
ako story
to
quest dito sa YT. Dito
Anyway,
ako mag-gabol ng
where
mga story
were we
quest.
before...
Dito ako gagawin
One
lahat.
plan to extend... However, one would first...
Yeah, we just
Pero
have...
magre-review pa din tayo ng mga
If there are
accounts,
no
don't worry.
urgent...
Sounds great! Then let's all go...
1,000 million miles.
Ganyu has been quite busy with work as of late.
Yung layo nun. Lalakarin mo, ang layo. Gusto ko mag-pull kaso walang pang-pull. Gusto mo mag-pull ng Siege Queen.
Shanohara
Ako
has
kasi baka
also
magpas
secured
ako kay
employment
Siege Queen.
recently.
Dumiretso
In
na
her
ako kay Morata.
correspondence with me, She wrote that
Last
she shall
school ko
have
rito
no
si
need
si
to return
Clorando.
for the
Nakuha
foreseeable
naman natin si
future.
Clorando.
Did they think one was so easily mollified? One shall investigate everything.
Nagpull ako kay Clorant. Isang 10 pull lang umuwi.
We're
So,
almost at way
medyo
out the
swerte tayo
village.
dun sa part na yun. Kasi, honestly
Hey,
speaking,
do you
wala
think
pa
Ganyu will
akong
be
ipon
shocked
nun.
to guess we have no idea if Shenhe and Ganyu have ever seen her in this form before. Wait, where did she go? Why are you just standing there, Cloud Retainer?
Quietly now. One shall stay here. You two.
But why?
If one were to proudly proclaim one's presence,
Pero ang grabe kasi
Ganyu
ng
would surely
ano,
profess herself
yung
otherwise
sexiness
unoccupied
dito
and
na
drop
yan, the
everything to it.
sexiness
One
is
does
amazing.
not wish to trouble her. Conversing vicariously via you two shall suffice. Do remember to inquire as to her recent well-being. Again, do not mention one's presence here.
Yung last school ko kay
Makes sense.
Farina. Kaso
Alright
ang
then,
umisim.
we'll just pass on your
sakit.
regards.
Cloud Retainer?
Oh,
Is that lady someone you know?
She is indeed. I'm sorry, Huixin, but
Oh, not to worry, Miss Gan.
thank you, Huixin.
Masyado seryoso yung mga karakter sa Genshin eh, no? Mga meetings.
it's been a while, Ganyu.
Greetings. What brings you here today? And Cloud Retainer, too. It's been quite some.
You are quite mistaken. One is not acquainted with this cloud retainer of whom you speak.
Yung
One is
nagago.
simply a mere mortal passerby.
Huh?
Yung salita niya, Cloud
Seems she's
Retainer.
not buying it.
Cloud Retainer na Cloud Retainer.
That was but a simple test. One did not expect you to be able to recognize one so easily, especially after.
But recognizing you is, my
An apt observation. One was simply passing by while attending to some important business. One thought it would only be fitting to pay you a visit while in the area.
Wait, Paimon wasn't aware of any important. Cloud Retainer's right. We've still got.
Oh, is that so?
One simply desired to see you and had no intention of interrupting your work. A quick conversation should suffice for today.
I understand. That should be fine.
While one acknowledges the amount of... it still makes one nostalgic to see you as you are now, respected and independent.
Cloud Retainer!
Aww.
Stop!
If you insist. We are running short on time regardless, so one will...
Wow, you've been to so many new places since the last. Also, forgive me for my presumptuousness, Cloud Retainer, but if you plan to continue
A human name?
You really think so?
You presume to know the extent of one's illustrious achievements. One would hardly think such a thing to be possible.
Can you?
I assume that's a reference to the full record of Pristine Pavilion. An adeptus of years past would rise with the clouds and rest.
Oh, that sounds super cool!
Actually, those lines were originally written to describe Cloud Retainer her.
Huh? Wait, so you're really that powerful?
And what of it? Did you truly take one to be nothing more than a bird of bigger than average size?
Sige,
Not
sige,
exactly.
sige, Paimon, sige, ituloy mo, Paimon, ituloy mo, para makotongan ka.
To be fair, Cloud Retainer rarely speaks of her past accomplishments. The tales of. It is said that once, although I did not live through such tragedy, on top of the drought, a noxious gas also. The books had this to say about. Upon arrival, the Adeptus borrowed the wind to.
Wow. That's incredible.
Mortal records add embellishments to dramatize past events. One did merely with one ought.
Even so, you stopped an entire drought! Can you really control the weather like the book? Oh, Paimon suddenly has a lot more respect for you.
How laughable. A name.
That's a relief.
Well, that is quite enough ancient history for now. Ganyu, have you had word from Shenhe? One has heard that she procured a job recently. Have you any thoughts on her
Si
workplace?
Shenhe may trabaho
And
na.
what pray
Oh,
moreover, does she
bago na.
find herself overly inundated with work? Is she allowed time off during Lantern Rite?
That is a.
There is no cause for concern, Cloud Retainer.
I introduced Wanmin Restaurant's business has been booming recently. So, with Chef Mao being swamped with customers, and Shangling still off and out in search of new recipes, I introduced Shenhe to staff the restaurant.
I see. Most excellent indeed.
Huh? But didn't you—
Can that wait until after we've eaten?
You may return to your work, Ganyu. One shall see to this matter on one's own.
Of course, Cloud Retainer. Please take care. Traveler, Paimon?
See you around, Ganyu! Paimon was pretty quick on the
Yun kasi yung maganda rito sa Genshin, guys. You can easily catch up with what's going on. Because yun, hindi mo kailangan mag-skip eh. You cannot skip any dialogue. Pero kung talagang ayaw nyo yun, wala tayong
Is
magagawa.
Paimon right?
No, in fact,
Sayang
it
lang,
was
it's
not
one
an
of the
excuse.
most,
One is indeed
parang
visiting
most
Niue
convenient
Harbor
part
for an important
of
purpose.
the game. Kasi you can fully catch up with what's going
The
on.
moment is not yet upon us. Still, the truth will be revealed to you in time.
She really seems to be playing up the whole mysterious Adeptus thing right now. Is it because we just heard that cool story about her powers?
Kung ganyan magsiserve sa akin.
You get what I'm
Araw-arawin
saying, right?
din.
Yeah, how can I
Hindi
not?
araw-arawin
Not
kayo
even
pagpunta rin sa
fine
restaurant-
food is
sa
enough to
restaurant.
distract from the presence of a fine lady, huh?
Oh, I'm far more interested in getting her details than ordering any dishes. Hey, how'd you do it? No. I think you should.
What can I get for you today?
Greetings, miss. I was just wondering if you'd...
What would you like to order?
2 servings of Mora meat to go. Good chat. Bye.
Natakot kay Shen. Napaka-imposing kasi.
Welcome. It's been a while. May I take your order?
Don't welcome us as guests and greet us as old friends in the same line. It's weird.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and this is?
This is Miss Xinyun.
Master?
One does not recall ever revealing this form to you before.
Smell.
I've trained and lived with Master for more than 10 years. I would recognize you no matter what form you take.
You.
Ah.
Is something the matter, Master?
Hardly. One simply learned of your employment from your letter and came to check on your well-being.
And check out the great food, too.
Indeed. It's almost lunchtime. My apology.
Well, if it isn't the Traveler and Paimon. Are you here for Shenhe? The lunch rush isn't in yet, Shenhe. So, I've got things covered for now. Go ahead, sit down and enjoy some time with your friends. I'll let you know if things pick up.
Thank you, Chef Mao.
Grabe, no? Ganda talaga na reference dito. Chef Mao.
Quit following me.
It's really got a lot.
The wind rises.
Padaan. Yung padaan yun.
Too slow.
It is just as one expected. The owner of Wanmin Restaurant is indeed a most reasonable and still, the work here entails dealing with quite a varied group of people. Has this been difficult for you, Shenhe?
It's been manageable so far. I sometimes run into strange people, but I have figured out a way to deal with them.
Seems like you've been making progress. So by...
First, I try to talk sense into them. If that doesn't work, I threaten them with violence.
Ooh.
At this point, they usually decide they are in favor of a civil conversation.
Oh,
And you, Master?
simply marvelous. Though Mount Outsong has scarcely enjoyed your presence recently, one has hardly found the pleasure of one's own company to be lacking.
I see. I have missed Master quite a bit too. Even though work has been busy lately, I've already had a conversation with Chef Mao.
Oh, you did? Do make note of such matters in your letters in the future. There's hardly a need to keep one in suspense.
Whoa. Her mood shot up just like...
By the way, Master, since you are in Liyue...
Indeed. She is similarly preoccupied with her work. There were...
Ganyu told us the story of Cloud Retainer's name!
I see. In that case, allow me to also
morning,
share a
Mars.
story about
Morning,
Master's
Rix.
past.
Morning.
Oh.
Yan. Baka dito tayo mag-live ng ano,
Is that a problem,
mga
Master?
games from now on.
I believe this to be a
Tapos yung
good
sa
topic of
page natin,
conversation.
more on updates na lang for events.
No, not a problem.
Papalakihin natin
One
yung
was
YT
simply
natin.
caught off guard. But no matter, please
Baka gusto mo na rin
proceed.
mag-subscribe,
One
Mars,
is most
libre.
curious to see how much of one's own conversational
morning, good morning.
prowess you possess.
Master once participated in a race against Mooncarver. After Mooncarver lost, he insisted that Master's ability to fly gave her a net. In response, Master agreed to forego flying in return for being able to use one of her devices in the race.
Huh. What kind of...
It was a mechanical vehicle made out of iron. What was it called again? Oh, an
Oh, you refer to the bicyclical Thunder Flashmobile. One spent 49 days conceptualizing and crafting it. It need only be infused with adeptal energy, and it can cover thousands of miles in one day. Oh, it boggles the mind why Mooncarver ever supposed he might best me in a contest of locomotion.
Grabe.
Though he sprinted with all his might, he could barely keep up. Alas, the one flaw of my mechanism lay in its weakness against mountainous terrain.
Ayun no, grabe na
One was
sinugod na rin.
thwarted
No?
mere
Salamat,
seconds
salamat,
from
Mars.
victory
Love, love.
when it was thrown off course and failed to make it across the final stretch.
Master, that was the end of that story.
Is that so?
Have you been lonely, Master?
Lonely? Huh.
Natin
Just the most
mag-reach na 50
foreign
subscribers.
Mm-hmm.
Ayan.
What is the reason for that?
It's nothing. It's just... I'm just a little bit confused. Which one of the two is the real Cloud...
To me, they are both Master. One is the Master that's widely revered by the people.
Huh. One finds oneself exalted yet again with sweet words of praise and flattery of a most extravagant. This is not to say that your words paint an inaccurate picture. One has always lived by a
Kamusta
single
naman, Rix?
ideal.
Okay ka naman.
How
are you
Eschew
doing?
all action and
Tambay ko
abide
lang
by
dito.
no rule.
Uy, salamat,
One
Lodge.
does as
Salamat.
one pleases.
She got like, what, 2 sentences of flattery?
Do you
Are you
have
doing
any
okay?
empty tables?
Mars, okay ka naman.
Hey there, could we get another fish stew?
I'm hearing more guests come in. I should get back to work.
Alright, good luck with the lunchtime.
Mm-hmm. I'll try my best.
Okay naman, Papi. That's good to know. Yan. Sabi ka lang, pag kunyari, kailangan mo ng mga kausap, gano'n. Dito naman kami.
So much yummy food! Paimon's gonna feast!
Sarap. Gutom ako.
One is fond of all kinds of delicacies. The dishes here demonstrate no shortage of culinary skill.
Everything's so tasty! A bit too hot at times, but still...
I'm sorry, miss, but our tables are
Shall we try somewhere else, Gran? But it smells so delightful.
But it
Can we
smells
really
so
not eat
delightful.
here? My poor legs can't
My
go
poor
on for much
legs cannot
longer.
go on for much longer.
Well, you could always check with some of the other guests and see if anyone's happy to
Kaya
share a
Sabado
table.
may laro akong
Okay,
ipofocus
I'll ask
muna.
around.
Uy, ano yan? Baka gusto mong iyan ako dyan. Anong game yan, Mars? Anong game? Tama yun. Ako nga, gusto ko nga mag-Elden Ring eh. So, parang gagawin ko alternate.
Excuse me.
Elden Ring,
Would you mind letting me share a
gacha,
table with
Elden
you?
Ring, gacha,
There are no
Elden
empty
Ring,
tables
gacha.
left, so...
Until such time na makuha ko yung
Paimon doesn't mind.
right ko para
What about
bumili
you
ng
guys?
DLC. Para maging Elden Lord once again.
Great! Thanks so much.
Granny?
Yep. Is there something...
No, Paimon's just...
Yeah. A lot of people compliment Granny on her youth.
Yes. Ikaw titigil
Granny?
din.
Why don't you take a seat?
Huh. Have we met before?
No.
Tis a fated meeting, then. Please, take a seat.
What would you like to eat, Granny? I can order...
I want braised earthworms. They always pop up out of the ground after a rainstorm.
No, not this again.
Braised earthworms? Well, that sounds weird. Right, that's what Paimon... Need any help? Help? Oh, do you... Thanks, that's nice of you to offer. Granny has pretty bad dementia. Actually, her memory's been bad ever since I was little. They died young. It's just me and Granny. Oh, but it's okay. Don't feel bad. Granny loves me a lot. Wow. You're too kind.
And me? Oh, what about me?
You're tough too, Granny. Plus, you're really gentle.
Yes, and it's hardly as if I forget everything. I still remember the important things. I remember now. It was a dream. I had a dream.
Huh? That sounds super...
It was just a dream, so you know, I believe I've had...
Wait, so you have a reoccurring dream where someone's talking to you? That sounds spooky.
Possessed.
Oh, does that mean you're possessed?
Possessed.
Unlikely. Her eyes are clear and her breathing remains calm and level. One sees...
Are you sure?
Cypher Odyssey
Who do you
Pops Web
take me
3.
for?
Wala nga
Is one
lang
not an
PC.
adept? Am
Gagamit
I
ka ba
not
ng
an
Android
expert?
emulator? I see. Maganda ba? Is it good?
Paimon almost forgot you're the expert.
Not anymore. Although, I have a sense that she...
A younger version? This is just getting weirder and weirder. What is going on here?
As one said, fate must have brought us...
Are you sure? Paimon's Paimon.
Paimon's Paimon ng puto.
Just Shenyun is fine.
Thank you all so much for offering... Oh, we don't need any payment for this. You're welcome. But Miss Shenyun, all we have to go up...
That is elementary. Since her dreams portray her younger self, then we shall retrace the steps of her...
Sounds like a plan. So great...
Why, of course I do. The heavens
above, earth below, wispy clouds,
earth
emerald
below.
mountain streams.
Okay. Once when I was really little, my dad told me that Granny used to be a martial artist. If it's true, then maybe they wrote about it in the history. A martial arts heroine? Oh, Shinjo knows
Good
tons
naman
about
papi
Liyue's
ka-addict
chivalric
parang
traditions.
Hades na shooting
If
game.
anyone knows about the heroes of the past,
Hades yung
Are
dati
you
nga.
leaving already?
I'll go order some food, Granny.
It seems we must part ways for now. The Traveler and Paimon are bound for the Feiyun Commerce Guild, while Yuendai and Shuyu shall remain here and partake of their lunch. As for myself, I have matters to do.
Street word rambler?
Precisely. Let us meet at Yujing Terrace once you are ready.
Gusto ko din laruin yun, Hades.
Unbelievable.
Is that? Talagang nakita niyo yung text, nasa mukha ako. Parang nasa mukha ako na yung text. So, mag-ano tayo. So, kasi ako, ang huli kong pull ko nga dito is si Cloran. So, palitan natin to ng Cloran.
Per your wishes.
Nakaharan nga lang yun. Kasi wala tayong matinong weapon pa sa amin. Wala, hindi ko na pull yung weapon eh. I mean, I was not able to pull for the weapon, but okay lang naman yung damage ng Cloran natin. Kailangan lang natin siguro iangat yung talent kasi 4-5-4 pa lang siya. Pero so far, aside from that, okay naman tayo. Wait, lower eh. So, ibig sabihin, hindi pa lang yun. Ganda nung Hades Papi Solid. Oo, man, ganda nga daw nun. Ang daming nagre-recommend din nun dati. Kaso syempre, hindi naman tayo ganun kaano before, di ba? It was released, I think.
It's you two.
What brings you here?
Post-pandemic.
Great, we
Post-pandemic
found
na
you.
release ang
We wanted to
Hades.
ask you about something.
Di ba? Kumuha pa nga ng awards yun sa gaming awards eh.
I can't pin...
Nameless.
That's right. Then all they knew
So para
was that
siyang
she
di ba? Para
after the
siyang
drought ended. The
ang
heroine
dating
and
niya
the
may
way this nameless heroine faded from
yes,
fame into
roguelike.
obscurity.
Tsaka may pagka-ano siya, may pagka-Castlevania.
It's nothing at
yung
all. Just let me think. Perhaps the real-life heroine who it... It's rare for a chivalric... I've never understood...
We'll be sure to tell you if we meet...
That's a deal.
Paimon feels like we just learned... Oh, right! There's a drought in this story, too!
Well,
So while droughts do happen from time to time, the crops withered.
That sounds
Yeah, and that's exactly still. As terrible. They say that back in those
Naglaro ka rin
days,
ba ng Castlevania?
disasters were both more
Ano,
severe.
Rix?
And do
Naglaro
you
ka
have
din?
any other
Castlevania.
For now, we're just going
Siyempre,
to head
naglaro
back
ka.
and meet up
Imposible
with
hindi.
Miss Shenyan and the others again. Paimon hopes
Tsaka,
that... Anyway,
ano,
we'll be off now.
ibabalik nila yung ano, yung parang Legend of Mana, yung Vision of Mana.
It's no problem at all.
Lalaroin ko yun, Visions of Mana. Kaso sa August pa eh. August pa darating, Visions of Mana. I-release nila sa ano sa PC, PS4, PS5. I'm not sure kung saan pa. Pero definitely lalaroin ko yun. Kasi I grew up playing ano Legends of Mana. So parang ako na ano pa ako sa kanya. Na-miss ko yun. Nung na-release nila ngayon yung ano, yung Visions of Mana. Grabe na ano ako na astigan kagad ako. Kasi familiar yung mga characters eh. And before they don't even have names. Yung dalawang main character lang ang may pangalan. Tapos
I
ngayon
have
nilagyan na
recorded the
nila.
tune that you requested. I hope it will be of help to you.
Oh, thank Straight word ping. What has
Castlevania
amused you
segment
so?
lang.
Oh, it's no serious matter. I was just reminiscing about the last time I saw you in this form. Time has wrought such change in this world, and yet
Time has little bearing on one's existence, nor has one keenly felt its effects.
Oh, why
Oh,
so
di ba? Ang ganda.
formal?
Ganda nung
Well,
ano niya.
the
Kahit sabihin mo
inquiry
parang
is as
chibi-chibi
such.
lang yun. Iba yung ano ko na
Approximately
nararamdaman
how
ko dun sa
much
laro na yun.
more would one need to afford a comfortable life in the harbor?
It does not require as much as you may think. Still,
Cloud Retainer, Madam Ping!
Nothing save for some trivial matters.
Shinto has a...
Laruin ko yun. Ikaw ba, laruin mo ba yan? Visions of Mana. Meron pa. Yung paparating.
be troubled.
Yung ano din, para siyang Shin Megami Tensei. Yung bago.
Shuyu, does it match up with...
Ang dami maganda palaro. Ano ngayon? Laro ngayon. Nakakaya
The nameless heroine eventually fell in love with an exorcist from Mount... I don't have many memories of him. But there is this one time, I found a box in her attic full of a bunch of... I think so too! Granny might remember something once she's returned to a familiar place.
What marvelous tea. I
Di
can
ba
taste
natapos? Di ba natapos?
It's
Ang
as
ganda
if
nun,
I
di
was
ba? Yung
taking a
mag-ano ka,
stroll in the
magkakollect ka ng mga
mountains,
artifact, tapos
thoroughly
i-replace mo
one
ng
with
ano,
nature.
tapos nabubuo
and
mo yung
at
ano,
peace.
pinakamapa.
Is that so?
Thank you.
Ganda. Maganda siya.
Okay, since we have a sure thing.
Tsaka ano kasi siya, 2D kasi yung ano
I have
nun,
a
yung fight
secret
scene
I
nun
wanna
kasi
tell
it's very 2D.
Let's go talk
But
over there.
the skills and ability, it varies from one weapon to another. So, depende yun sa weapon na bibilin mo, na ika-craft mo. So, yun yung nangyayari sa Legends of Mana. Pero if ever gusto mo siyang laruin, an emulator will suffice naman.
Kinda mean. Oh,
Kasi sobrang dali lang naman download ng mga emulators.
Well, must have been a slip of the tongue.
One is indeed.
I knew it. Well, one time when I was a little kid, I had this super high fever, and Granny wasn't around. I was feeling all
Tas mga
icky
story per
and
character,
gross.
di ba? Yes.
She put me on her back and flew me to her cool Adeptus house, and fed me some sort of magic potion. When I woke up, I was
Yung
already
ano,
back in my
ang
bed,
pinaganda
and my
ngayon si
fever
Genshin,
was
si
gone.
Genshin, no? I mean,
I really
Genshin
wanted to
yung
thank her,
pag nag-i-story
but I
ka,
was too
may
sleepy to
ganyan
stay
na, may
awake, so I
illustrated
never
ano
had
na.
the chance.
Rare yun rare yung ganun.
So, I just kind of wanted to ask if maybe any of you have ever...
A pure white illuminated crane? The only two we've ever met are blue and white and black and brown. Have you ever met one that's pure white, Cloud Retainer?
Never has one met an Adeptus with such features. One
Grabe,
surmises such a description is but a hyperbolic embellishment that oft results from narrative account.
That's weird. Was it real? Well, even if it was just in my head, it
Pure
doesn't
white?
matter that much anyway.
Leave it to us. Now that we know the 3 locations, let's go to Wangshuin.
Okay.
Pure white? Meron bang pure white na Adeptus bird? Illuminated bird? Illuminated crane? Sino yun? Blue si si Shan yun eh. That's weird. Kaya nung Android doon dito sa bahay, di ba? Solid yan. Ang sarap din balik-balikan ng mga ganun eh, ng mga emulator dati. Dati, simple lang ng mga laro dati. Sobrang,
Do you remember this place? Yes. The fish here is very... I believe I used to have a room here.
I'll come with.
Ang mga nilaro ko nun sa PS1, dahil kirenta lang ako. Pero ang inadik ko talaga noon is Final Fantasy series, Digimon World, Digimon World 2, 3. Yan yung mga inadik ko noon. Golden Sun.
I sensed a non-human presence.
Legends of Legaia.
Take a look. If you're here, then there's likely no trouble afoot.
Chronicles.
I suppose that it's been a while, Cloud Retainer. I see you have returned to your previous form. I have indeed. I fought alongside her in this form on many occasions during the Archon War.
Oh, wow! What was she like during the... Oh, wait, let Paimon take a guess. Was it anything like this?
Ay, wait, what? Meron talaga? Fudge.
Behold, the glory of one's newest invention, the Bang Bang Continuous Fire Mechanism. Hands up and surrender, or be prepared to face the full might of the Adepti.
Gagawa ni Paimon.
Impressive imitation.
Paimon knows her all too well.
Even so, Cloud Retainer was not always... The Archon War reached its peak after Guizhong's death.
A Cloud Retainer who barely talks? Paimon can't picture...
Once one had bid farewell to the world of mortal, when dwelling between mountain and...
After the war, Cloud Retainer retired to Mount Outsong, only revealing herself to the occasional visitor, and always in her avian form. Although
Avian
I do believe there was an occasion some...
One believes there is
Granny, are you
Ay,
okay?
parang Paimon na yan. Ang galing eh, no?
Perhaps this conversation should end here. I shall take my leave now. Should you encounter any trouble, you need only call my name. However, given that you are traveling with Cloud Retainer, I trust you are in good hands.
Everyone!
Siraulo sa Paimon
I think Granny is finally beginning to remember her...
Slowly now.
A long time ago.
Huh. So what's...
I don't remember. I was confined to my room. One day, I met a traveling merchant. Upon hearing of my illness,
may ganyan na
he
sila. Kaya
sold
dati walang
me a
ganyan
bottle of soul-revitalizing tea pills.
Walang ganyan, walang
He
ganyan.
told
dati.
me that the pills were
Ngayon meron
concocted
na.
using Adepti.
Wait, but if you're... And it was...
Nag-i-improve sila in terms of
Sorry,
storytelling.
I don't.
Hey, you're not useless. You've done so much for me.
Oh, fret not, dear child.
The recovery of a person's memories is a gradual...
Next location... There isn't real... After all, if she...
Northern Julian. Muna tayo. Sa malapit.
Teamwork is strength!
Ready.
Buhay ko pa pala. Palain mo yun. Nalimutan ako mag-E habang umaata ako. Ayan, boy, Iron Chunk din. Good morning, guys. Sa mga nanonood, paki-like naman ang ating stream. And of course, if ever, subscribe na rin kayo. Maraming salamat.
I don't remember this place. Still, I was...
Huh? What?
I'm not sure. Ah.
Joy and Curse naman tayo. Kasi pataas ng mga boulder dito eh. boulder here is like so high. I'm not sure even man. What the hell is this? Ide-dailies lang. Oh, ano to? The hell is this? Parang bago yun sa mata ko ha. It's a new shit in my eyes. Jade Palace ba yun? I think so. Hindi, that's not the Jade Palace. Go lang, Mars.
Paimon sees an abandoned house. Why don't we take a break over there?
This place.
Did you remember something, Granny?
Inaaporay.
I remember. It was a moonless night. I had been injured, so your grandpa was supporting me. We fled together with some being in the fog behind us in hot pursuit. I had exhausted my strength when the labor pains. I remember that night. I alone am the source of this sin. Punish me as you wish for forsaking my oath.
Sin?
I don't know. I don't remember. Eventually, the house was filled with the sound of my baby's first cries. That
my dad.
Sulad ka doy. Oy, Prince, what's up?
He was my pride and joy.
Love you.
And so are you, Shuyu. But you're always going to be different from me. I
don't care what you...
You're too sweet, Shuyu. All right. Let's not stand...
If one
Sulit ka
recalls
doy.
correctly, the next place should be Qingyu Peak. You and I, how fares your health?
I may be a
What?
bit slow, but I'll do my best to keep up. I'm sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Ganda ng cap. Syempre.
Climb on. I
Razor
shall
yan.
carry you to the top.
Razor yan, pre.
Oh, such lightness of weight.
Razor yan, pre. Razor.
All those who grow old grow frail in the end, do they not? First, you lose your memory.
Gusto mo babili
then
kita?
your health.
Kaso mahal na ito,
Eventually,
Mars.
you end up losing everything.
Ewan ko, ito I mean,
My
ano kasi, ang
only
dami
wish is to
nagsasabi na,
depart this
ang dami
world
nagsasabi
with
sa akin na, ang
elusive
mahal daw ng mga
mind,
Razor gear, ang
free
mahal daw ng mga
myself of
Razor
this
apparels.
torment and the burden it places upon
Kasi,
others.
guys, what you're paying is not just the
Fret
cap
not.
itself.
You have my
Okay,
aid
for
in this
example, ito,
endeavor.
mahal yung cap, sabihin nila. You're not just paying for the cap itself, but you're paying for the brand. It's the same with when you buy with bench. Kapag bumili ka ng plain t-shirt sa bench, na bigla na lang sasabihin mo na, ang mahal naman ng shirt, pares lang naman yun na nabibili dun sa, sa Taytay na ukay. Kasi may etiketa na siya ng bench. That makes it more expensive because you bought it with a brand. Yes, Razer is the apple of gaming peripherals. Exactly. Tsaka hindi ka naman talo talaga. Hindi ka talo. Ang dami kasi sabi sa akin, ba't ang mahal naman ng mga gaming
We're
peripherals
finally here.
ng Razer?
Does this place feel familiar
guys,
to
sa
you,
totoo lang
Granny, one day?
Sa totoo lang.
Let me
Razer is
see.
really famous in the United States. Sobrang solid ng Razer ron. Ng mga Razer physical store doon. Unfortunately, here in the Philippines, wala pa tayong
lived
Razer
here
physical
before?
store. Pero I do believe soon magkakaroon.
When we were at Wangshu Inn and the abandoned house earlier,
Soon magkakaroon tayo niyan,
though I
Prince.
couldn't
Uy, Prince,
remember
baka gusto mo mag-subscribe,
everything,
tol.
I still felt a sense of...
Subscribe
but
ka na.
here, I don't have that feeling.
Totoo
Perhaps
yan,
I did
totoo yan.
come here in the past, but it just...
But did the stories get it wrong then? Yeah, that's... Paimon was hoping...
I'm sorry to disappoint you.
It's
Tsaka ang
alright.
daming
We're
ano,
not going to give
collaboration
up yet.
kasi ni
We'll
Razor.
figure
Ang
something
dami.
else out.
Thank you.
Ang dami niyang collaboration.
Huh?
Totoo lang.
That way. What's that mountain?
Outsang.
Oh, let Paimon look! Huh? Isn't that Mount Outsang?
Outsang.
Looks like we've come
Matik
full
naman yun.
circle.
Pag initsura mo, outsang yun.
Mount Outsang. Mount Outsang.
May sumigaw, ano?
Are you okay? Don't push yourself, Granny. It's okay if you keep...
Mount Outsang.
Mount Outsong holds some familiarity to you?
It does, but
Are you feeling...
my head... It feels...
Ha?
Cloud... Miss Yenyun, is there anything you can do?
Let us go to Mount Outsong.
But...
Fret not, all will be well. You and I, you may leave the rest to me. I've prepared something that can aid you in suppressing...
Okay.
Really?
I know.
Ito na. Magkakaalaman na guys. Tsaka iba yung payment. Dahil Dota 1 days, mousepad na Razer, tontawa ka na. Kaya ngayon, tinatry ko talaga all Razer pares ko. Men, kapag ano, sabi ka sa akin, baka mabigyan kita ng discount sa mga ano mo. Gusto mong bilhin. Sabihan mo lang ako. Bigyan kita ng discount.
Here.
Huh? But isn't that...
Precisely. A recent one at that. I am most pleased with the result. It periodically releases a soft breeze, soothing agitation.
Whoa, what a cool... We could have come to Mount...
How preposterous. We Adepti can only help those who first resolve to help themselves. Had she lacked such
Paimon thinks...
As previously mentioned, a gentle adeptal tune is required to take full advantage of the mechanism.
Whoa, Paimon can feel what you mean.
Tsaka ano, men, iba yung... Kasi,
Paimon's body feels
honestly
light
speaking
as a
ako dati,
feather.
pangarap ko lang
It's
to.
as if she's lying
Hindi ko
down
inaalam
on a
magkakaroon ako ng
warm
mga
patch of
ano, ng
grass
Razer gaming
after a super
peripherals. Headset,
satisfying meal.
mic, keyboard, mouse. Hinihintay, camera. Hinihintay ko na lang yun,
And
diba?
you and I.
So, sobrang,
Is the
ano ko,
mechanism
parang, I feel
helping
so
you to
fulfilled
relax?
nung nagkaroon ako.
It appears she has all...
The drought is over. But why do you look like you want to cry?
The potion. It's nearly run its course.
I've never regretted meeting you. Not even for a second.
Please. Please, no. Have you forgotten? This is the world you left behind. One of gentle breeze and morning dew, perfectly straddled betwixt the realms of heaven and earth. This is your home. This
wait,
is where
siya
you
yun?
belong. You should have never left.
Siya yun?
The you of the past, the me from not that long ago. We should have never.
So that is the truth. No wonder this place is so
Granny! Granny, are you okay?
Cloud Retainer.
Your memories have returned.
Wait, did you just call her by her full... You already knew each other?
Yes. I know.
Granny, please don't cry.
Oh, don't worry, my dear I'm so sorry, It's all come back to me now. The most important thing that I had forgotten.
One can sense the guilt that now plagues your conscience.
No, it's okay. Shuyu, everyone.
Please, Granny.
I know, dear child, some time ago.
Is this the sin that you meant?
I am, in truth, not a human being. My real form, one that I held for
Eliminated
centuries,
siya.
was that of a wild crane. I spent many, many years living on Mount Outsong, bathing in the soft breeze and drinking the sweet dew of the mountains. At some point, I somehow gained wisdom and sentience. The Lord of the Mountain, Cloud Retainer, though she never took me on as a formal disciple, I always saw her as my master. Whenever she took out her tools to work on mechanisms or new inventions, I would also stand next to her and watch. I even contemplated completing my training and becoming an adeptus in my own right. I followed her teachings, and time gradually passed us by.
50 years ago?
That's right. Master regaled me with many stories of her past deeds. She was the one I looked up to the most. More than anything, I dreamt of becoming an adeptus like her. I wanted to travel the land like she had, relieving suffering wherever I went. But I was still far from being a real adeptus. I possessed no ability to take on human form and fit in with the crowd. Once she learned of my desires, Master prepared a special dose of human mimicry potion for me. She warned me that the potion's effects would only last 10 years, and if I were to fail to return to my original form at the end of that time, I would forever forget my past as a crane and become something neither human, beast, nor adeptus.
Oh no. So that was a source of... Was it because of...
Indeed. I fell in love. Though
Ba talaga
he was
nagagawa ng
human, he had spent his entire life training on Mount Tianheng. When we met, it was not only my first foray into the world below, but his. Although clumsy and impulsive as he was, you'd think he was the real strange bird among the two of us. But still, just like me, he cared deeply about the world and wanted more than anything
Matanda na siya, paano
to
pa si
cleanse
Cloud
it of
Retainer?
all pain and
Pero
suffering.
ano kasi,
I could not
sabi nga ni Cloud,
help
diba,
but fall
time does
for
not
him.
really affect her
But my
physical
time
nor ano
continued to
talaga,
tick
diba?
away. Those 10 years.
Oh no.
I committed an offense. I wanted to stay with him, even if it meant living a life full of pain and suffering, even if I knew I had betrayed Master's hopes. But I was too ashamed to face her. So I wrote. I was convinced that she would not support my decision, and I lacked the courage to speak to her face to face.
Dito ako
In
na
my
magla-live.
shame,
At some
I
point,
fled
oo, dito na siguro.
and tried to hide from the world, such that
Kaya
no one would
subscribe
be
na kayo,
able to
guys,
find me
kasi
again.
dito na ako magla-live starting next month. Dito na ako magla-live sa YT.
But that was only the... Along with my memories as a crane, I soon forgot the true cause of my... Looking back, I was beyond lucky to have come across that traveling merchant at Wangshu Inn. It was such a...
Siya yun.
What's wrong?
Si Cloud Retainer din yun.
Coincidence? Why did I ever think it was a coincidence? Tea pills concocted using the blood of a master. Don't...
Human custom would dictate the conferral of gifts to be in order when one's
Siya din yun. Ang
progeny is
galing naman.
wedded.
Ang bait naman ni Cloud.
Would it not? Consider the pills a symbol of one's best wishes.
So when I tried to conceal my name and mistakes from the world and hide myself away in perpetuity, the only person I managed to deceive was myself. You knew where I was all along.
One still remembers when you were but a fledgling. You possessed a certain fondness for a particular game. You would hide yourself among a group of wild cranes and ask one to pick you out from among the flock. One found you with such ease every time. 'Tis a truth most evident. One always recognizes one's own, no matter what form they may take.
Wait. Paimon's come... So, Cloud Retainer, you found Yuendai again?
Perhaps it is now time...
Ayan na. Story time! Ito yung mga gusto ko eh.
One was furious
Oh,
upon
grabe
receiving
to.
your letter. Seized with anger, one set out to bring you to your senses. In truth, one had more than a few misgivings about your chosen partner. As an
Alam mo,
exorcist,
masabi ko kay
his talent
Citrine,
was lacking.
okay
One could
naman siya,
but
no? If you
soon,
lack
one
a
came to
healer
appreciate the devotion he
na ano
bestowed
talaga,
upon
I
you
think
during your
Citrine is like
illness.
the character for
Never
you.
uttered a
Pero
complaint
if you
and rarely
think
left your
na
side.
meron ka namang enough
Unwilling
healer
to
in your
begrudge
arsenal,
someone of such
such as
character, one decided to
such
overlook
as
his
Kokomi,
aforementioned
Bennett,
deficiencies.
sino pa ba?
Glaring though they may have been,
Shanyun, may
wishing to
Baijo ka
grant
pa.
you a life
Kung
without
marami ka naman na.
regrets,
Siguro,
one gathered many
paghandaan mo
divine
na lang si Morata.
ingredients and
I'm not
used
saying
one's
Sichuan
own
is
blood
not a
to
good
create as for how to
character to
deliver
pull.
the medicine.
Pero,
One took great care to alter one's features and select the
may
appropriate
bigote.
attire. Only after meticulous scrutiny did one finally set out for Wang Shu Inn.
May bigote.
As one expected, you were most ignorant of one's true identity. You showed not even the slightest inkling of recognition. One was quite torn. Should one have celebrated the success of one's disguise, or mourn the loss of your acquaintance?
Iba talaga kasi yung pakinian ni Shan. Sa akin na, guys, ito, Sichuan is not a bad character to pull. Only if you really need her in your party. Pero kung mas trip mo ng support na Hydro, mag-Furina ka. I'd go for Furina talaga, no doubt. Tsaka may healing din naman si Inad po ito sa HOK. Uy, talaga ba? Mamba? Sige. Dito pala si Ube Jam. Ube Jam sounds nice. Thanks.
One would speak to you about another matter.
Thank you, Myron.
If you are
Ingat kayo dyan, ingat kayo sa Baguio,
even
ha?
considering your loss of memory, one
Baka
was simply
magpalago ako ng
flabbergasted
rito
that you
sa
could so
YT eh.
easily forget the consequences of consuming medicine infused
Accept
with
ko
adeptal
mamaya sa
blood.
HOK.
Its proclivity to attract monsters is hardly that complicated of a concept to remember. To think that you tried to travel while weak from sickness and heavy with child. Had one not intervened to clear the fog,
Thank you, man. Love you.
all of
Love.
you have been lost during the
Ingat
night.
kayo, ingat. Galing. Uy! Punta pa ako dun.
Scatter! Skyward! Stray cloud converge! Scatter! Skyward! Make way for the Adeptus!
Miss you too, papi. Kita it soon, ha?
Those monsters would hardly have pursued
Tanda
you
na na
with such
HOK, baka
ferocity without sufficient incentive.
may
Rela-
okay ML.
Said godly one was, after all, an active participant in the Archon War. Some of the gods were likely shattered
Grabe,
by
art
contraptions
nila
of
ngayon.
one's very
Ganda na art
making.
to.
In the end, one was relieved to see you endure through the night. At the break of dawn, one heard an infant's
Binantayan
cry
talaga siya ni Cloud
pierce through the
Retainer.
air,
Nakaka-touch naman.
and one saw you carefully cradle the child to your chest. Although certain mortal matters remain foreign to me, one could not help but be moved by your joy. To see you happy, that was more than enough.
Ang bait ni Shan yun. Naiyak ako, gagi.
Now you should have a complete understanding of the events.
Wait,
Gago, naiyak ako.
but if that's true, then
Gago, naiyak
Ranger
talaga,
took care of
promise.
me when I was
Ba't
sick must
ganun?
also be...
Ah, One had almost neglected to recount the absurdities of that tale.
Gago ka, Genshin. Kakabalik ko lang, pinayak mo agad ako. Hayop ka. Hayop talaga. Ay! Hindi masaya sa ML yun? Ano no? Hindi masaya sa ML yun? Ako gusto ko lang bigyan ng chance yung game kasi maganda rin naman talaga, to be honest.
Troubled one with her antics, so did you give one many a headache. Upon finding you burning with fever, one made plans to bring you back to one's abode for treatment. However, upon seeing one's form, you began to cry, refusing to get on one's back. When one asked you why, apparently you believed that one could not possibly be a true Adeptus, because one had no choice but to apply powder to one's body to conceal the variegated nature of one's appearance. You became more than amenable enough when one stood before you devoid of any other coloring. It bears mentioning, however, that as a crane, Yuandai was nearly entirely pure white in color.
Yung ano, yung effort niya to go as far as ano, to go as far as to, like, you know, just save a kid's life.
Together in more ways than one.
Ay, nang kung si ano, nag-powder, hayop. Parang gusto ko ipaprint yun, yung gano'n ni ano. Ang cute eh.
Now all has... One owes you an apology, Yuandai. One recognized you. One has always viewed you as a disciple of equal standing with Ganyu and Shenhe. Still, one could not reveal your identity right away. Memories are most meaningful when recalled by those who lived through them.
Master, I must ask. If you found me all those years ago, why did you leave me be, even though...
One has never regarded your action as a mistake. When it is time for one's progeny to leave the nest, it is the responsibility of an elder to let them fly free. Yet, when your wings grow weary and the night grows dark, just know that you always have a place to which to return. 'Tis a refuge referred to by many a name in mortal writing. Home, nest, haven. Whatever its denomination may be, its essence remains quite unchanged. One speaks, of course, of a place not unlike...
Thank you.
One expects you too have sensed the rapid deterioration of your... 40 years ago, you chose a path without a future. Though one used one's own blood, even fortunately, you were able to...
So...
One will help her reclaim her original form as a wild crane.
She's gotta go back to being a regular...
Master, you've all... I don't know how I could possibly repay your kindness.
Granny, please don't leave...
Don't be sad, dear child. Granny has led a wonderful life. Don't forget to eat well, okay?
I promise, Granny.
Good girl. Good girl. Don't worry. It's not goodbye forever. Granny's gonna become the I won't stop until I can turn into a human without having to rely on anything but my own power. When that day... That's a good girl. Even though we won't see each other for a little...
I'll eat well, Granny. I promise. And I'll...
That's a good girl. I'm so sorry, Master.
May ano yan eh, may kanta yan eh. You and I will never say goodbye. Babalik niya siya sa pagiging crane. Ooh. Lublub kita sa tubig, yak-yak ka dyan.
At her age, crying. Tears are a necessary part of maturation. Sometimes now that the issue has been resolved, you should...
Nirecord.
I always believed we would see each other again. That our days of separation would finally end. And all my troubles would be behind me. If only things could stay this way forever.
A nightmare? Curious. If you're relaxed, shouldn't your dreams be pleasant?
It was a good dream. It's just...
You weren't ready to wake up. Eloquent as one may be, words of comfort are not one's strong suit. You are doing all you can. One can see your strength of will, your fearlessness in the face of danger. And so, whatever your dream may be, one believes that you shall achieve it. Of course, whenever the perils you face overwhelm you, or you become weary, one is always here for you. After all, as an elder, it is only right to look out for the young ones.
Grilled chicken drumsticks. Huh? Was Paimon sleeping just now?
Sarap ng tulog eh.
Madam,
Pero grabe,
oh,
pinayak agad
you're
ako,
awake.
kakabalik ko lang.
How do you feel?
Diyos ko naman.
Madam Adeptus, could I ask you something? Would you take me in as a disciple?
Oh, and have you reasons for this sudden interest?
I know Granny thought what she did back then was wrong, but without that mistake, even though Granny lost her memories, I could become a cool Adeptus like you and help a whole bunch of people.
Upon some reflection, one supposes you are no mere mortal. The fact that Yuendai's blood flows through your...
Thank you so much, Madam Adeptus.
Paimon's gonna let you in on a little secret. We've seen Cloud Retainer's 2 other disciples, and they pretty much eat nothing but bitter herbs like chin-chin and violet grass. If you join them, you'll never enjoy Wanmin Restaurant's delicious cooking ever again.
How utterly preposterous. One has never enforced such a rule. Every individual must find their own path to enlightenment. So long as one retains a pureness of spirit, one's dietary proclivities are quite irrelevant.
Well, you say that, but Paimon's not seeing any tasty treats up here now.
Although Mount Outsong is rich in natural beauty, that is precisely why one plans to relocate to Liyue Harbor. Shu Yu shall have the honor of becoming one's first disciple in the human world.
Whoa, you're leaving Mount Outsong?
One has never concerned oneself with the location of one's residence, yet in the end, all of one's disciples ended up in Liyue Harbor. Ganyu, one has reflected on this fact for many years now. One is most curious as
So, magre-relocate na siya sana.
Paimon is, just a bit shy.
One has precious little time to squander. One will be assuming the identity of a human while residing in Liyue Harbor. You should take care to avoid disclosing one's true identity.
Don't worry, we'll help you keep it as... So,
Perhaps in 2 days, one has already picked...
Seems like you've really thought... Then how about we...
A sensible plan. Oh, also, why don't you take this
Awesome! Hey, didn't we promise Shincho that we'd tell him what we found out? Should we make a trip to the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Happy birthday nga pala, Yami. Wait until 2 days later. So, wala akong time lang. Grabe, pinaya ako ni Genshin. Kababalik ko lang. Sabi ka naman, Genshin. Tapusin natin to, tapos bounce tayo, guys. So, kung hindi pa nakasubscribe, guys, baka pwedeng, tulungan nyo akong ma-reach yung 50 subscribers. Ayan. Ano muna tayo? Maliit lang muna na target. Ayan, 50.
Your concerns are excessive and unfounded. This is but a simple collection of ordinary valuables.
To be quite honest, in what way are any of these ordinary? Every single item here could be worth more than everything I own combined. I simply can't risk... I have to be careful, yes.
We're here, Clow! Miss Shen...
Ah, perfect timing. This ignoramus is questioning the authenticity of my wares. I'll have you know, these items have remained untouched in my personal collection for several hundred years. To question their legitimacy is pure folly.
Several hundred?
Indeed. They're family heirlooms, you see. Passed down...
Yep, they've definitely been around a while.
Hear that? Had I not found myself in need of Mora, I would scarcely have had the heart to part with them. Indeed, you should consider it an honor to even have the opportunity to behold them with your own eyes. Doubt their authenticity any further, and I may just decide to take them to another buyer.
Whoa, please don't go! I apologize for any insult, miss. You see, I know full well that I lack the knowledge to judge...
An expert, you say? Very well. I will wait for a little while longer, then. Traveler?
Master! Oh, it's you two. Shiryu! You got a new outfit! Mm-hmm. Master made it for me. I like it too. Huh? You know how to...
Do I know how to make clothes? With the support of the proper mechanism, sewing is hardly a challenge.
Master, I brought in most of my stuff.
There's a few boxes left, but they're kind of heavy, so...
Fret not. I shall help you move them into your room.
Actually, I should probably, sort through my stuff a bit first.
It appears my young apprentice has her own fair share of secrets. No matter. Now, this expert you mentioned, when can we expect?
Soon. Here, allow me to make some introductions.
only-
This is Mr. Zhang Li, a well-respected consultant at Wangsheng Funeral Parlor and an expert in all manner of valuables and antiques. Mr. Zhang Li, this is Miss Shen Yun. She's the one who's looking to sell the collection of valuables I mentioned earlier.
If it isn't Miss Shenyun. It has been quite some time
I'm
since our
weird.
last meeting. What a serendipitous reunion.
Indeed, most serendipitous. Have you been faring well as of late, Mr. Zhangli?
Quite well, thank you. I was fortunate enough over the past few days to enjoy both a stroll in the mountains and a fresh brew of tea from the most recent harvest. The experiences left me with such insight and peace.
Huh. So you...
Indeed. How fortunate we are that fate has brought us together again. If you are otherwise unaware, allow me to inform you that Miss Shenyun is a well-regarded collector and appraiser. She is well-versed in all fields, and oft-celebrated for her impeccable taste. You stand to gain much from this opportunity.
You are too kind, Mr. Zhangli. True collectors pride themselves on their wealth of knowledge and eye for detail. I can say without a doubt that you are foremost in that regard.
Why, you flatter me, Miss Shenyun. It would seem that you are as self-effacing as ever.
Not at all, Mr. Zhangli. Not at all.
While I am loath to butt into this conversation, you two already knew each other, and you...
Ha! A preposterous accusation!
Miss Shenyun speaks the truth. Contracts are built on honesty and trust. If that proves to be beyond your capabilities in this instance, this...
Say no more. Let us depart.
I jest. What fool would still harbor doubts after Mr. Zhangli himself has vouched for the goods? Miss Shenyun, Miss Shen...
Tapos ang conversation.
I deeply apologize for doubting you. So,
There is no cause for concern. They are indeed rare and precious valuables. Take this mechanism, for instance. The same can be said for this one here. Few could hope to... I am sure you have heard from your travels that the study of mechanisms is among the most wondrous arts in this world.
All right. Since I hired you as my consultant, then in that case, Miss Shenyun, I'll take the lot. However, since the final sum is quite large...
The Northland Bank? Huh.
I fear people only use the term bank nowadays.
Zhangli!
My friends,
We've been great! How about...
my days have been quite pleasant as well. As for you, Miss Shenyun...
I must say, the name Shenyun sounds exceedingly strange coming from you.
Whatever for. Am I...
Well...
It would seem that you have gained many valuable insights over the years, Cloud Retainer.
One has indeed. One's previous stays were all brief. Now that one... This city...
Not unlike the ocean tides, so too shall the movement of people ebb and...
Alright, that's enough reflection for one day.
You make a valid point, Paimon.
Perhaps you have forgotten, Cloud Retainer.
Oh?
It was a reunion between friends several centuries ago.
Hardly. It is settled then. Bamboo shoot soup, mora meat, crab roe tofu, triple layered consomme. We shall... One has already passed word to Shenhe and Ganyu.
It should be a most...
Shu Yu, come now. It is time to dine. Ah, this gentleman over here is Mr. Zhang Li. He...
A humble employee of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Please...
Nice to meet you too, Miss...
That should be everyone, right?
Sounds good. Actually, Master, have you ever tried Adeptus' Temptation? I heard it's impossible to stop eating after even just...
That sounds rather implausible.
Huh? Why are you all walking so fast? Hey, wait for Paimon! Hey, wait up!
Grabe. Ang cool nung ano na yun, ang cool nun. Anyway guys, I think that's about it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and sa mga nag-subscribe, maraming salamat. We'll see each other again tomorrow, same time, same place. And when signing out for now, always remember, keep your heads high but keep your feet on the ground. That is what Anduin Side Grounds is about. I'll see you guys again in our next stream.